So y'all, it's been a month of being in residency, and it's so crazy. Like, how's it already been a month? I don't know. But we are here, and I'm gonna just do kind of like a blurb of what I've been doing for the past month. And what I'm on now, I'm actually on my ER rotation. So I'm heading, and I know it's like bright outside, but I'm working mid-shift today. And so stay tuned for the video. And I know you're watching, I know you like it, so don't forget to like and subscribe. Hey y'all, welcome to the OG channel. I know it's been a minute since I posted a video, even though I know I'm just starting this journey of YouTube channeling, but I'm in the midst of residency, and it's definitely a lot more challenging to make time to post things. And so I'm trying to make sure I stay on top of it and inform you guys of my journey through ophthalmology residency, about the ups, the downs, the free time, the non-free time, so you guys can at least see it all. And now it's been about a month and some change since I've been in residency. And I feel like I should just kind of update you guys on what I've been doing. So for anyone who wants to come along this journey, at least you guys will know what you're about to embark on before even getting into it. So let's begin. So my first month for me in my program, so we all started with ophthalmology our first month, which was so awesome because we were able to not only like meet my co-residents, meet my upper levels, but we were also able just to like meet attendings who we'll be working with the next 4 years. We were able to learn. So at my school, we have our own eye surgical center and eye ophthalmology hospital. So that's both ophthalmology and then predominantly ophthalmology basically, but then there's some other cases that are also being done there, like thyroid cases and endocrinology cases that are also done on certain floors within those within the hospital. But regardless, the first month was just a time for us to be able to get to know our attendings, learn the hospital, learn the system, kind of figure out, where am I going to park? How do I get there? Also just being able to put a face to the name with everyone in the building. And honestly, it was so great. So spent some time in the OR, spent some time in some attending clinics. And if you had watched one of my previous videos, I talked about the different subspecialties in ophthalmology. And so I was able to spend some time in like neuro-ophthalmology, glaucoma, and retina clinics. So then I can at least kind of get my feet wet, re-expose myself back to the terminology and the anatomy, make sure patients know who I am, okay? And that was great. And then we also did some consult services, and just to make sure you make sure you are aware of what consulting means in the hospital. So basically, if someone comes in and let's say you then have to kind of stay into the hospital for a couple of days, also admitted into the hospital for a couple of days, let's say something happens to your eye while you're in admission, or let's say you come to the ER and you like, I don't know, baseball smacked you in the eye or something, and now you have some type of orbital or eye trauma. What services do, or what some doctors will do, they will consult another service. Basically, they will consult ophthalmology to come and look at your eyes to make sure everything is okay, since we're the ones that focus on this area of the body. But basically, most subspecialties or most specialties in medicine have some type of consult service to where they're being consulted to come in and be looked at for whatever they need to do. So I spent some time on our consult service, which was so great. It was busy. It was definitely a little bit challenging because now I'm like the person kind of stepping in. I had my upper level with me, so it was still, we were, one-on-one, but you're in a different position now, right? Where like patients are really coming to you asking for answers, wanting to know like what should they do next, and making sure the issues that they came in the hospital with is going to be treated and resolved at that moment. which doesn't really happen, but it happens, but that's what they're worried about. So after that, we then, in my program, we then rotate in different medicine rotations our first year. And then we also will come back to ophthalmology every so often. So we do 3 months of ophthalmology at my program, and then we do different medicine months. And so my first medicine month is in the ER. I commend you, ER physicians. Man, do I commend you, ER physicians, because whew, the chaos that happens in the ER is real. If people tell you there's chaos in the ER, there is chaos in the ER. Okay. But basically different off-service rotators or people who don't do EM will rotate in the emergency medicine area. And you're basically just like learning how the ER works. You're able to see cases that are either eye related or heart related or any other system, and learn how just to be like a doctor, learn how to put in orders, learn how to make sure how to do the administrative work, make sure you're writing notes properly, make sure you're attending to the nurses, make sure you're attending to your patients, make sure you know where to go just to get food if you're there on an overnight call. And so it has been difficult more on the administrative side, but being able to kind of step into that doctor role has truly been fulfilling. And I can see the growth that I am having, at least I've now been on this rotation, I guess, for like 2 weeks. My first week, that first day, it was not good. It was not good. But here we are. We are making it. So that's the most important part. And so I'm really excited. I'm hoping that by the end of the rotation, I will see a tremendous growth in where I started and where I am. And I hope my attendings and even my upper level EM residents are seeing that I'm doing better. But this really is such a great privilege to be here, and a great privilege. I think that's one thing that I'm trying to constantly remind myself, even if we have like a whole bunch of traumas happening around us, or maybe something where we feel like there's just so many people all at once, whether all the rooms are occupied and now patients are in the hallways. And so you just have to, attend who you can attend. And you may feel like you're not really making that much of a difference, but truly you are, and truly you're helping people as the best way that you can. So before I transition to the next part of this video, I know you're watching, I know you see my videos pop up. I would truly appreciate if you can subscribe to my channel, if you can follow, if you can tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend to follow this channel, because who does not want to see Black excellence on the screen, on this YouTube channel? I know you do, because I do, and I love to see it. So please remind your friends to subscribe and follow, and I would truly appreciate it. Also, about 2 weeks ago, I went to this conference known as the National Medical Association Conference, which is similar to SNMA, which is a Student Medical Association conference association that is mainly for pre-medical students. NMA is for residents and for attendings, and medical students can come as well. But I went to the conference, and I'm going to post some clips after this, so you guys should just stay tuned and watch and listen. I was able to attend the ophthalmology section of the NMA conference, and it was so amazing because you're just around and surrounded by other like-minded Black men and women physicians who are doing what you love to do and want to see this specialty and career prosper as much as you do. So it was awesome. We're from all walks of life, international, domestic physicians who are just trying to make our specialty amazing, and just how can we do better, and how can we inform the new medicine, the new techniques to make each of us better providers for our patients. So stay tuned, listen. Again, thank you for tuning in to the OG channel. Woo, don't forget to follow and subscribe. Not done yet. Okay, y'all, so I'm going to briefly just show some clips of my time at the NMA conference. But this was the registration area. Just look at this Black excellence, okay? And we're talking about Black residents and physicians in all subspecialties are here. And so for our particular section, the ophthalmology section, because every subspecialty had their own area where you basically had different speakers come and talk about. For us, we had this was the international symposium session, and then we also had like a practice management session. We had a cornea session. We had various leaders that were, being acknowledged or distinguished for the work that they do in the community. Or even through mentorship as well, kind of nominated by residents and by other faculty. We had a wet lab section where different physicians would allow you to go through like techniques on how to use certain modalities or use certain equipment, which is super cool. You don't get that everywhere. We had a retina symposium. And we had different case presentations as well. And even some of the med students were allowed to present their research projects here. So if I were you, I would definitely try your best to go to an NMA conference during your time in medical school, residency, or even when you're out practicing. So don't miss out next year. See y'all.